Thank you so much for joining me on your mat. Today we have a beautiful practice on yoga with Joan Bossy, or yoga with Yoda. This is Yoda and I'm Joan. First of all, just thank you so much for joining me and showing up. We appreciate you. Today we have a practice that is going to cleanse the system of the lymph, the toxins in your body. We'll do some folds, some twists, and overall, you should feel really good when you're done. You should feel calmer in your mind, and we'll work on the strength in your legs a little bit and the flexibility in your whole body. So let's get started. But before we do, you can grab a cushion. Maybe I got this from Guyam. This is from Amazon. It's a beautiful cushion. It's just hard enough and soft enough to use for laying on. Or you could use two blocks, just placing one horizontal and one lengthwise. And you could just lay on them to open up your heart a little bit. So let's get started. Lay back down. Just make the block a place where you can lay. So this is one scenario here. Settling in on the blocks, or you could settle in on your cushion. And you can let your legs go long, or I invite you to bring the soles of your feet together. And I love this position because it really does open up the back and the shoulders a little bit. So we'll take a few breaths here. Closing your eyes or a soft gaze up. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and a long breath out through the nose or the mouth. We'll take another one in and exhale fully. One more deep breath in and exhaling. Feeling where your feet and hands touch the mat. Feeling the heaviness of your body supported by the cushion and the earth. Notice how the air on your skin feels wherever you are. Maybe there's sounds in the room and sounds in the distance you can notice. And lastly, let's check in with the physical body, noticing how it feels to you today. Maybe there's some tense areas or an injury you're getting over. Just notice and send the breath there. And again, letting go of any judgment, just noticing, observing today as we practice. We'll let the eyes begin to float open. We'll remove the blocks or the cushion. Coming down onto your mat, we'll bring the feet about hips width distance apart, feeling through your sits bones, your pelvic bones. Keeping your feet close to your body. Maybe you could feel your heel with your longest finger. Arms are down, palms down. We're going to inhale to bridge. Inhale, lifting that pelvis, chest. Inhale. And then exhale gently down. I'll take two more like this. Inhale. And exhale, feeling the upper back, middle back, and lower back, tailbone. Come onto the floor. And last time, inhale up. Pushing into your feet and hands, and on the exhale, coming back down nice and slow, feeling all three parts of the back, upper, middle, and then feel the tailbone make contact with the earth. And this time, We'll take our first bridge in a set of 3. We'll inhale, lifting up, and this time we're going to hold at the top of your bridge. And you can hold onto the sides of your mat with your hands as we keep the legs from flailing open, keeping them towards each other, letting the chest lift, relaxing the neck, maybe interlacing the fingers as you breathe. 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. We'll let the upper back start to come down. Feel the middle part of the spine and the lower tailbone. Good. Take a breath here. In and out. And then we'll rise again. Inhaling up. Holding at the top. And you may interlace your fingers this time, rolling the elbows in, the shoulders in. As we breathe, feeling the strength of your feet as you press into the mat, lifting up with the chest and the whole body. And take another breath here. And let yourself again come down very slowly, top of the back, mid, tailbone. Beautiful. We have one more. We'll take a breath here before we do. And here we go. Inhale up. And staying at the top again, holding the sides of the mat, interlacing fingers, sending yourself up, all different levels. Decide where you need to be for your body. Take care of it today. Maybe you're gently lifting up and down again like we did in the first set. Take your time and listen to your body. Beautiful. We'll let that settle down. We'll calm back down. Nice and slow. And when you reach the bottom of your mat, draw your knees in. Take a rock from side to side. Beautiful. And then you could gently roll to one side to come up, or hold the backs of your legs as you rock forward and backward. Whatever feels good for you. We'll come back to a comfortable seated position on the mat. We'll cross those legs. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, left arm comes to the right knee. Right arm, just gentle kickstand behind you as we twist here, using the waist muscles, wringing out the toxins today as we twist. And also those bridges, moving lymph through your body. Beautiful. Coming back to the center, lift up, inhale. Reach out of the waist, drop that arm down onto the knee. Coming to the other side, using those waist muscles, those side ab muscles. Breathing, relaxing the neck. Beautiful. Inhaling back up. And we'll go again to the right, twisting. Finding the twist. Staying nice and tall and towards the crown of your head, reaching up. Beautiful. Coming back. We'll do the other side. Inhale. Exhale to the twist. You know this now. Beautiful. And we'll take one more like this. Let's reach up, coming out of the waist. Fingers, inhale. Exhale to the right, twist over. Beautiful. Coming back, we'll do the other side. Final twist to the left. Coming back to the center, we'll tent the fingers of the left hand, raising that on the inhale, that right arm. Side bend, come down, do the other side. Good. We're going to keep this motion up. Inhaling to the left, exhaling down, inhaling to the right, exhale down. 2 more times. One more time, inhale to the left side bend, and exhale, and inhale to the right, and coming down. Taking the arms out in front, bowing down, any amount. Maybe it's just a lean forward, that's okay. Find yourself letting go. And we're not gonna stay here too long, another breath. We're going to come over to the left knee, walking the hands, dropping here, feeling how this works different muscles as we stretch. And then we're going to gently walk our hands over to the other knee, coming out. Hi, Yoda. Letting everything go down in your head and neck. And again, maybe you're up here stretching. That's fine too. Just find where you feel the stretch. And then we'll come back up, change the cross of our legs. We're gonna let neck tilts can really release the lymph in our neck. So we're gonna find that neutral chin and we're gonna dip that right ear towards that shoulder and just let it relax down. And you can add the gentle light weight of the hand on the side of the head if that feels good. I invite you to try and see what feels good for you. You can also crawl that left hand out, making a fist and rotating maybe golf ball size circles to the left and then to the right as we let that neck relax over to the right. And then taking that chin a little closer to that shoulder, dropping it down. Stay here for a breath. Good. And then we'll rotate the chin towards the middle of the chest. Breath here. And then back to neutral. We're going to bring the left ear to the left shoulder this time. And again, let those shoulders maybe come up and down, making sure they're not coming to the ear is coming to the shoulder. All right, let's go. Here we go. Dropping that left ear towards the shoulder, feeling a nice stretch in the right side of the neck. And again, you can add your hand, you can add maybe your right arm crawling on the mat out or in the air, making a gentle fist, rotating one way with your fist, tiny circles and then the other, seeing how that affects your shoulder and neck, or just crawling the fingers out any amount on the mat or in the air. And then we'll take that chin and bring it down diagonal towards the armpit, towards that left shoulder. Hold there for a breath. You got this. And then coming back, rolling to the center, down with the chin towards the chest, and then gently floating back up. Beautiful. Now you can decide, do I want to take a gentle dropping of the chin to the right, a semicircle and back, or do I want a semicircle all the way around and not stop at the semicircle? You can do that. So decide, maybe 2 neck rolls. And again, we're not forcing anything, just letting the neck be free and relaxed. And then you can go the other direction when you come back, dropping the chin, taking a gentle semicircle to the left and back. Or you could decide to take that to the left and all the way around. Just getting some movement, gentle movement in the neck. Good. And then we'll find our neutral chin when you're ready. We'll take a shoulder stretch, bringing that right arm across the body, hooking the forearm with the left forearm, and drawing that arm towards us, letting the right shoulder just drop down as you draw, and drop. 2 more breaths. I can hear Yoda breathing gently here. And then we'll release that, relaxing the arms, shaking them out. We'll bring the left arm across this time. And again, letting the left shoulder drop as we draw the arm towards the body. And maybe closing the eyes as you breathe, or soft gaze down, tuning in to where you feel it stretching in your shoulder and your arm. Good, release that. Take the right arm up and bend the hand behind the nape of the neck, drawing the elbow towards the center line. Good, we'll do the other elbow. Left elbow, drawing it towards the center. Nice stretch here. And we'll let that go. Beautiful. We'll come to our hands and knees. We'll let the belly drop on the inhale, lifting the chin. And exhaling to cat. And go back and forth between cat and cow. Maybe holding a little longer in cat or cow if that feels good for you. Or maybe you're flowing with your breath. Bringing some synovial fluid to that spine as we begin to move it a little. Beautiful. And now we're going to get ready for our beautiful thread the needle. We're going to take that left arm and lift it 1 time, 3 times in all. Inhale and push through with the hand palm up. 2nd time, inhale up. Exhale through. And 3rd time, inhale up. Exhale, palm up all the way through. This is really good for the lymph system, coming down onto the left side of the head, of the left shoulder, as we sink in. Breathing here. Finding that gentle compression. Maybe pushing a little into that right hand if that feels good. And this thread the needle has many variations. If it feels good for you to lift that arm up, you do so. And on our next breath, we'll inhale and exhale that arm back out. Nice and gentle, up or just to the side. And then we'll turn those fingers towards the body, and maybe your fingers don't go all the way towards your body. They can go halfway. We can turn the toes under, lean back, gently stretching those wrists. Beautiful. We'll take balls on our wrists. We'll take fists on our hands, not balls, and we'll roll our fists a little bit one way and then the other. Beautiful. Getting ready for thread the needle on the right. Inhaling out. 1 time through. 2nd time. And 3rd. Inhale. Exhale all the way through, coming down onto that right shoulder. Maybe pressing the knuckles of that arm that's down, hand into the mat. Maybe pressing the flat hand into the mat a little. But again, breathing here. Feeling this wonderful thread the needle stretch. Pressing into that palm. Exhaling the hand out. Coming back to our hands and knees. Turning those toes under, and we'll just begin to lift those knees. And as you do, you'll feel that corset of ab muscles tighten as we raise those legs up, sending those heels back, Pushing those heels towards the earth, maybe bending one knee and the other. I invite you to either take some stillness here, maybe your knees are very bent, or bending one knee and then the other as we begin to warm up here. We're going to take the right leg. We're going to come to stillness for our breath first. We're going to be taking that right leg up and out. So we'll take an inhale. And exhaling that leg out, bending that right knee if that feels good for you. And you can straighten and bend it a couple times if that feels good, or just hold that bent knee as the heel comes towards your glute muscles. And then we'll inhale, straighten the leg, sending that leg down. We'll lift the left knee on your next inhale. Bending that knee a couple times, straightening. Just stretching out the hip and the leg. And then straightening it and bringing it down. Knees come down, coming into a child's pose here. Send that head down. Beautiful. We'll take a shoulder stretch here, coming onto your knees. We'll tent the fingers of the hands, sending the chest down as we come into a shoulder modified puppy here. Holding here as we stretch the shoulders. And if this is too intense, flatten that hand down. Bring your forearms down and just take puppy, sending the chest down. Third version, flat hands and forearms up as you send the chin down. So finding one of those that works for you. Head releases down. Or you could release the chin and the chest towards the floor for your shoulder stretch. I'm taking a shoulder stretch here because I really need it in my shoulders. And then I can turn it into puppy by flattening my hands, sending my chest towards the floor, my chin, and stretching. Coming back up, nice and slow. We'll find downward dog again. I'm going to come to this side. We'll turn those toes under. Beautiful. And we'll lift the right leg, inhaling it up, sending it through the hands. Left knee comes down. Hands come to the thigh as we gently open up in low lunge here. Arms can lift or hands can stay there. Nice reach, lift up, inhale, and exhale your hands down, sending the back foot up to a runner's lunge. Take a breath here, knee lifts, and we'll come forward to forward fold, letting the arms drape down, maybe holding the backs of the ankles as we draw the chest towards the thighs. Knees may be very bent. Maybe you're holding your elbows. That's also an option here. We're going to stay here for 3 more breaths, just letting us release here in this forward fold. Try to bring a little more weight to the front part of your feet. Breathe. We'll let go of the elbows, bending the knees. We'll rise up, inhaling up, and exhaling the hands to the heart. We'll take a side bend, right arm lifts, left hand can be on the hip, and we'll come back down. We'll do the other side, left arm lifts. Good. We'll do this one more time, right arm lifts, holding here for 2 breaths. Eye gaze can go up towards the ceiling. I invite you to try maybe holding the wrist of one hand if that feels good. Beautiful. We'll let that gentle stretch go. Right arm gently comes down. Left arm lifts up on your inhale. Humming overhead, maybe a side bend. Gentle holding of the opposite wrist. Or maybe your right hand's on your hip. Nice opening here. Coming back down, beautiful. We'll lift up, bending the knees. Inhale up, exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. We'll inhale to a halfway lift. Maybe your halfway lift is here. All we need is a flat back. Inhale, and we're exhaling down to that fold again. We'll step back to our downward dog, finding it, pushing into all 4 fingers and thumb on the floor to relieve the stress on our wrists. We'll bend one knee and then the other. And on the next breath, the left leg is going to lift on the inhale. Exhale it through. Right knee comes down, finding your low lunge. Taking a couple breaths. Maybe your hands are on your thighs. Maybe they're lifting. Whatever works for you is perfect. But feel the strong legs rooting you down as you lift out of your waist. Inhale. And exhale down. Beautiful. Maybe there's a runner's lunge here for you, or maybe the knee stays down. Take a breath here. And then we'll come forward, bringing ourselves down in that fold. We'll stay here a little bit. This time we'll widen the feet. Just let everything go. Again, holding the elbows and hanging. Adding motion side to side or not. Maybe you take that block that you had or that book and just let your arms rest on it. Blocks can be great to bring the earth to you. Letting go of the elbows, heel-toeing the feet a little closer together, bending the knees, and in we go, up and in with the hands to the heart. Beautiful. As we pause and breathe. And this time we'll do some lymph exercises here. We're going to start with the feet about hips width distance apart into our coattails here, like you were a little kid and your sleeves are too big and they're kind of smacking alongside your body. So your hands, you can make fists, really gentle touches to the body, getting that lymph system activated. And you can go faster. Or you can slow it down at your own pace. Kind of fun. Now, you can slow it down. Really slow it down now because we're going to be stopping. And then coming back to the center. And we'll adjust the feet again about hips width distance apart. And this time we're going to take 3 inhales and we're going to exhale out. So I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to take our hands like we're a conductor of an orchestra, and we're going to bend our knees, inhale up to the side, a second inhale, and then a third inhale in the middle, and then we're going to exhale, bending the knees, just like that. Now, I'll do it again in slow motion. Inhale, 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 exhale. All right, got it? All right, here we go. Ready? Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Go again. Inhale, 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 exhale. One more time. Beautiful. Coming back up. Hands come to the heart. Taking a moment here and breathing. We'll bring the arms alongside the body in mountain pose. Lifting the kneecaps and engaging the legs, engaging the ab muscles, lifting the chest, lifting the heart. Shoulders roll back and down, staying down. Maybe lifting the toes a couple of times and letting them come down. Beautiful job. Now we're going to take a flow. Here we go. Bending those knees. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Finding that plank. We're going to hold our plank for 3 breaths. Straight line of energy from the crown of the head to the heels. Hips are high, and again, knees can also be down if that feels good. One more breath in and out. And then we'll inhale, exhale down. Beautiful. Hands come to the side ribs as we use those back muscles in Cobra, coming up. And exhale down. Beautiful. Taking Sphinx pose. We'll bring the hands out to the side. So you can hold your elbows so your arms are about that width apart. Flat palms, long back legs. Chest is going to be drawing forward, sending the heart forward. Almost like you're taking your handprints, your hands, and drawing them back towards the body, but they're not moving. Beautiful. And then coming down, we'll do that again. Sending the chest up. Beautiful. And then letting yourself come down. Hands come to the side of the ribs as we inhale to Cobra and pushing back into Child's. Hips go back, arms go forward. Excuse me. Taking that child's pose, feeling the grounding. If your head does touch the floor, feel the grounding with your hands and your toes on the ground. Another breath here. Beautiful. We'll come back up onto hands and knees. Taking our right leg out to the side. Toes can be pointed towards the front of the room, for straight ahead or sideways. As we come up onto that left knee, drawing the left arm overhead, side bend to the right, coming down towards that leg, opening the chest, opening the body. Beautiful. Sending that arm down, and maybe the left hand can rest on a block as we take circle pose. Or it can rest on the earth. And then we'll take one more gate over towards that leg. Coming back down. We'll do the other side. I'll come forward so you can see me better. Left leg comes out. Coming up into gate. Reaching overhead. Another breath here. And then circling over to the other side. Fingers can rest on a block or a book. Coming back to the center. Beautiful. Let's let our legs go wide. We'll draw those sits bones down, lifting the chest. And we don't want to go too wide with the legs. We can flex the feet. You want to be comfortable, not overly stretched. We'll take that right arm alongside the right leg, nestle it in there, bringing the opposite arm overhead as we open the chest to the sky. Keeping that left sits bone down. It wants to come up. And then we'll turn towards the leg with both arms leading with the chest as we fold over the leg. Any amount. Breathing. And then we'll walk back up, coming to the opposite side, nestling that left arm alongside the leg. Right arm comes overhead as we open up the chest. Take a nice breath here. And then we'll turn towards the leg. Again, leading with that heart, leading with the chest as we lean towards that foot. And again, hands may rest on the feet, the chin, the calf muscle, even the floor as we draw that left heart, drawing your chest forward. And once the spine is long, you can let the head relax. We'll walk back up, taking the inner thighs, drawing the feet together, holding the hands, sending the knees down, lifting the chest. And I invite you to take a fold here if it feels good for you. Leading with the heart, again, reaching forward with the heart, straight line of energy down the crown of the head, down the spine, keeping that spine nice and straight. And once that spine is straight, if you want to round, if you just want to gently drop the head, nice gentle leading with the heart. Beautiful, nice stretch. So we'll come where we began. We're coming down onto our backs, but before we do, we'll take a boat pose, taking the knees up, holding the hands around the backs of the legs just to support it. Feel those abs engage, and then maybe taking full boat, maybe dropping one leg. Keep breathing. We're here for another 3 breaths. Sending the chest up, using those fingertips to ground you if you need it, or holding the backs of the legs. You can also dip down. Beautiful. We'll lift the chest and then round the spine. One more time, lift the chest and then draw the chin in. We'll take one more boat pose. 3 or 4 breaths in boat. You can go at your own pace, whatever feels good for you. And inhale. And exhale down. We'll inhale the chest up. And rounding the spine gently. And then we'll come down onto our mats, nice and slow, maybe holding the backs of the legs, drawing the knees in for a gentle squeeze, rocking from side to side. Gently dropping the left foot down, right ankle comes across the thighs. We draw the thigh in, drawing that leg in. Nice hip opener here. We'll do the other side. Left ankle over the right thigh. And then letting that leg come down. Beautiful. Bringing the knees into the chest, letting them drop, arms out to a T, drop over to the left as we take a twist here. Beautiful for the lymphatic system. Take a look over your right shoulder, breathe. And then we'll do the other side, sending the knees in, arms out to a T as we drop the right to the right with the knees. Gaze is up or over your left shoulder. We'll come back to the center, drawing the feet together. And you can take your Shavasana flat on the ground. You can also do what we did in the beginning. This time I'll use the blocks or books. So I'm letting the block support my back lengthwise, and I'm taking the opposite block for my head, and I'm letting the chest open as I breathe here. Closing your eyes, breathing, releasing all tension, letting the back gently open, letting the shoulders gently open. Inhaling peace, exhaling joy. Inhaling peace, exhaling joy. Knowing you can stay here as long as you would like, pausing the video, or you can begin to remove the cushion or the block, drawing one knee into the chest, drawing the knee a little closer to the body, and then the other. And we'll roll over gently to one side, making a pillow for your head, thinking of 3 things you're grateful for today. There's so many things. And we'll gently begin to push up to a comfortable seated position. Inhaling the arms up, exhaling the hands together and down, prayer position. Thank you so much for joining me and Yoda today for this beautiful practice. Namaste. I hope to see you again soon. Subscribe if you haven't for free yoga each week. Bye.